Hello, I'm Rachel. Today, what I want to talk about is staying neutral, because I hear all the time people are saying, I don't want to get involved, I want to stay neutral, I don't really know who to believe, I just, they're both my friends, I don't want to turn on somebody. So here's the thing, in theory, that sounds lovely. That's a admirable goal. However, I have some thoughts on that, and I'm going to start out by sharing my favorite quote on that topic. This is attributed to Desmond Tutu. It says, "If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. If an elephant has its foot on the tail of a mouse, and you say that you are neutral, the mouse will not appreciate your neutrality." So I think the parallels there are pretty obvious in what we're talking about here. If you've got a man who is being oppressive and abusive and hurting his partner and his children, and you say, I just want to stay neutral, I don't want to pick sides, you know what you're doing? You're choosing his side. You cannot be neutral in situations of injustice. You just can't. It's impossible. So by not choosing a side, you are choosing his side, because if you were choosing her side, you would stand up and say, this isn't right. I can't support this. I can't stay silent. I'm not saying you have to jump into the situation and try to fix the whole thing. You don't want to do that. You can't just fix the situation anyway. But you really cannot stay neutral. It just doesn't work that way. So if you think that you are staying neutral, what you're doing is affirming the abuser and telling him, what you're doing is just fine by me. I'm not going to stand up and say it's wrong. So I'm lending my approval by not being willing to stand up and say something. So, if you want to be helpful in a situation of domestic abuse, I very rarely say the words "you have to." I don't honestly even really believe in those words. But in this instance, if you want to be helpful in a situation of domestic violence, you have to choose the side of the victim. You can't be neutral. It doesn't work that way. So let me know your thoughts. And as always, let me know if there are other things that you want me to discuss, other questions that you have. I'll see what I can do. And go ahead and subscribe, and I will continue sharing helpful information for people who want to be allies of domestic abuse survivors.